Hey everybody, welcome to Video Game High School Season 3. We're here, we got Brennan Murray, Ellary Porterfield, Jimmy Wong, Joey Scoma. Hi. I'm Benji Dolly. We're going to talk about the show while we watch it, because that's what people do nowadays.
And have our cake too.
We have cake. In case you didn't know, we're actually celebrating the day today. We have a huge party going on in our office, so we will have friends dropping in and out. Woo! We clap for him. We clap for him.
Let's clap for Tony Hawk.
Let's clap for Tony Hawk, which is my favorite game cameo of the show because I played a shit ton of Tony Hawk growing up.
Oh, it was my favorite, yeah.
I feel like he's the actual...
No.
Do you know who Tony Hawk is?
Huge no.
So do you know what skateboarding is, Ellary?
Who is Tony Hawk? And what is skateboarding?
This is not Jeopardy.
Tony. Now this is like, this joke was in season 1. This is a 3-season joke. The president.
If you guys remember in season 2 when Brian goes to pick up his mom from the bus stop, the bus that drives by has an America's Top President billboard on it. Just lots of like small jokes about this.
And then was it the second season? We heard that the president was kidnapped.
He was kidnapped.
He got cut off by Slanders, right?
Yeah. That was at the beginning of the episode.
And then now they put it together.
I love her reaction there too, seeing the rose.
Oh yeah.
The rose has always gotten really good reception.
Look at Tony just bringing the heat.
Is that Tony?
Look at her eyes. Oh, Tony's look great too.
Give it to me.
I like the guy with the orange in his mouth. Joel McHale.
That's Joel McHale. He's a real professional.
When did you guys cast him? I had no idea.
Well, they went on Conan O'Brien.
They went on Conan. He was sitting next to Andy Richter.
Yeah,
then he's like, "Oh, I want to be in it."
They seriously, they just decided to strike up a conversation afterwards in the green room, and they talked him into being in the show. And here we go.
That was probably the biggest surprise for me.
He's also from Seattle, so Freddie and me have that in common. You guys should watch the behind the scenes of this because it's hilarious. It's just Freddie running around looking like a turtle
God,
with like his giant helmet cam and stuff.
His favorite toy.
Yeah, what's amazing is Freddie actually can't see anything.
Yeah, he can't see
anything. Blind.
Yeah, he had to be guided for everything.
Yeah, you can notice him trying to reach for the briefcase.
Yeah, when he misses the briefcase. Yeah.
He looks
must
like
have been hot because it was like a black sheet that had to cover his whole top half, and it looks like a desert. So
Yeah, exactly.
No, he was a sweaty mess.
It was a desert.
And we filmed this right outside of our apartment in downtown.
Good hero entrance for old Brian D.
Oh, Joey.
I know that guy.
Jackson, how much did this part hurt?
Where he misses it.
Joey, this looks like it hurt.
Yeah, some stuntman had a rope and they yanked me back.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you actually do that one?
Yeah,
Dude,
they yanked me back.
I like how Jenny has so many weapons. She's just like, I don't need this rocket launcher anymore.
And this is the first time we've done first-person stuff, correct? Yeah. Which looks amazing, by the way.
It's one hell of a way to open the show.
It looks like a video game.
Yeah.
It is a video game. Do you know what the show's called, Ellary? It's,
and there you have it, everyone. There it is.
All I'm thinking about is now putting my upper chin to the microphone.
By the way, look at that timer.
I'm telling you, this part right here is where you rest it.
Yeah, see, if you can hear yourself well in the headphones, then you know that you're good to go.
It's all too loud.
Is it too loud? We can turn yourself down. You are number 2. Here you go. Ready?
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Playoffs have started.
Montage media news.
This is where they met Joel, obviously.
Yeah.
Conan killing it.
Daystorm Power right here. I don't know who this guy is, but he's awesome.
It's awesome.
You know what's great about this montage? It's always really awkward when like you're an actor and you have the script and it says like there's a cutoff and you have to be like,
don't know.
But
right, yeah.
And to try and make it like seem natural, I think they did a really good job with that.
That
Jessica
little
Chobot.
moment with Jessica Chobot. Okay. You can't see it, and I don't know if it made the behind-the-scenes cut or not, but that footage is amazing because it's right outside of the lobby of our building here.
Yeah.
And it's just Nate and Lauren holding a green screen, and right at the end of the take, Jessica's son runs. He's hanging out next to the shot, and it is in our parking lot. And right as she says that, he just starts wobbling onto the screen, and it's like the cutest thing you've ever seen. And it's right in our parking lot, and you just see this Burbank. Just urban landscape, and it just looks like nobody's even trying, but it ends up being this sweet little cameo.
Where she's in France.
Man. Yeah, it's so funny.
That stunt, by the way, I think it was done by a guy named, I forget, I think Mark did it.
He was an Action Factory.
He's an Action Factory guy,
right?
yeah. It's a front flip off of like a 10-foot ledge.
But is that
That's
hard?
gotta be one.
Sweet.
And he lands it too, which is it's definitely one of the most impressive stunts in the entire show.
This is a great joke.
Was it improv?
It was improv.
It had to have been.
Yeah. It's so good.
Which is most of Brian's stuff. I mean, it's all always written there, but he's better when he has fun with it.
It's always that Last take. Do something.
Yeah,
do something
just
crazy.
do a Brian thing. This
Yeah.
is Nate Farrington.
Dude.
He also, just so you know, plays bass for the LA
Very
Philharmonic.
accomplished bassist. Dude's
so
legit.
You're looking at someone
Skills,
that is
mad
probably
skills.
better.
I did not know that. That's really cool.
Yeah, Nate played with us at VidCon. He's
All right,
one of the
a
most
lot of
talented
cameos
musicians.
here. Trisha runs the
Arnold.
merchandising store. Eli
Eli Cuevas.
Armour. Intercontinental champion John Morrison.
John Morrison.
WrestleMania.
Oh,
He was
do
at
you-
WrestleMania. That's a real thing.
Yeah.
And then there's Brian Forrest, the champion himself. What?
Look at those sunglasses.
That's hilarious. Get down here.
Oh my God, it's almost
Wait, pull up a stool. Grab that stool for Brian.
Oh my God. That's amazing.
Yeah,
Hold on,
Brian, come on
I'll
in.
adjust the camera. Sit down either where.
Yeah, no, sit between these two fools. Ellary, come
Wow,
on closer.
what a treat.
I'll fix
What a
it.
treat indeed.
Yes.
Nice haircut, by the way.
What an entrance.
Yeah, you look nice.
We're just having fun
is
here.
impressive.
You know, people just pop in.
Yes.
We're celebrating.
Wow.
Hey, how are you?
Okay, now I can't hear anything at all.
You know it's you know what's nice. You know what's nice.
What's nice?
That you're here.
Oh yeah, thanks.
It is
I'm
nice.
glad we get some napalm representation up in
nice
here.
are these shades?
If you actually
Oh,
Yeah.
this shot.
Oh
This
my
is a
gosh.
single shot.
Oh
Can we
my
talk about
God.
how much
Yeah.
John Carmen has never roller skated a day in his life?
He was so
And
bad.
he's like the pivotal center point of
No,
that.
it's a very long, continuous one take
Yeah.
that involves many complex moves.
This took us 3/4 of a day.
Yeah.
to do
At
this
first we wanted
one.
to throw the shirt on your face, but then we just ended it with it on your face.
Yeah. Oh man,
Ethan Newberry,
Freddie.
my hero, my personal hero.
Yeah.
This one
cat
I always
sweaters.
thought was weird that you guys only race like 3 feet.
Hey, you know, we have short attention spans.
It's fair.
And
Yeah,
here
you
it
let him
is.
go, and if it were any longer of
Yeah,
a race, you guys
yeah.
would have been like, "So what's for lunch?"
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. By the way, let's all take a look at how
Oh,
sweet
God.
Brian's hair is.
Wow,
Yeah.
you're right.
It's nice and poofy.
Ruffled.
Look at that
Ruffled.
doubled up polo you got there, Ted.
I do double it up,
Oh,
Brian.
One shirt ain't enough.
And Jimmy, Ted always likes to double it up.
Shout out to
Can
Lane.
I ask you
Everyone's
guys-
clothes
Yeah,
are
can I-
fantastic.
Yeah.
They're fun. Claps.
Claps,
But
claps.
can I ask you guys
Can
a
I, guys?
personal question? I'm dyslexic. All right.
Me too.
Can I really? Yeah. And I'm wearing your sunglasses. It's like the Kismet connection or something.
Kismet.
Perfect.
Do you guys have a problem with pit stains?
Pit
when
stains?
You're,
Yeah, who
when you're
doesn't?
working?
Oh.
Only on my like lighter
If they give
colored
you- yeah,
t-shirts.
if they give you gray,
That's how life works.
That's what I love that you and I were always like 8 shirts.
Have you ever
Like
used
that.
Have you ever
So
used
it
a
was-
man pond?
What?
No.
What?
That's when you got them real bad pit sweats. If you're wearing like a lighter colored shirt, you take some paper towel, not toilet paper, because that shit disintegrates. You take a paper towel, you fold it up, you put it in the armpits. The sweat don't reach the shirt. Man ponds.
my
Man
God.
ponds.
Wow.
Real
Yeah,
thing.
well, I'm gonna need some
Okay.
woman
It's
It's
ponds.
a real
Dolly?
thing.
Yeah, get some in there.
By the way, we missed
That's a
the,
real thing.
the first appearance of Games
It
Dean.
happens.
So let's
shit.
have a round.
I mean-
of games.
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 Per the norm. That seems to be how it usually works.
There are some classic FPS team moments. I like this season so much because it has so many great FPS team stuff.
Sorry.
Josh is hilarious, by the way. The character of Josh is one of my
Oh.
favorites
Yeah.
this year.
There's
New
a
edition.
scene. I don't know what I can talk about, but there's one scene that I couldn't even
It's a party.
breathe.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
he's pushed up against.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
unreal.
Here's Wendell.
Here he is.
By the way, your haircut looking very
Right?
coiffed.
Very attractive.
This is when we're introduced to social gamers, which are completely disrespected.
Yeah.
Which I mentioned it in
I've gotten
another
some funny
podcast,
tweets
but
already
I
today
have.
from
I'm
them.
telling you, I had
Oh,
roommate,
really?
dude. I
They're
had
like, how
roommates.
did the social gamers make it into VGHS anyway?
Dude, hey, I'll tell you how, man. I'm telling you, I had some of my best friends. They set their alarms at like 4 a.m. so they could
Really?
harvest Farmville crops.
Wow.
That was a real thing.
That's
that
a real
happened
thing.
in real life.
Yeah.
That was a real life thing. I saw that happen.
Tamagotchis were a real life thing too.
Those existed. Yeah, people cared about those.
I
never
had a
one.
Tamagotchi.
or
Yeah.
Tamagotchi.
You never had one?
Tamagotchi.
No, I have one.
What?
Tama, what?
Still in character.
We can't
What
get
a pro.
sued. Tamagotchi.
What a pro. She's killing it.
Just murdering it.
I just
Wow,
love the
take notes,
varying-
guys.
Oh shit,
Can
my
we just
dad's calling.
appreciate the Wendell
Pops,
moments of
you gonna take it?
seriousness,
Oh.
the life and death scenarios?
He
Shit.
takes
Okay, I
everything
actually
very
can't talk right now.
seriously.
Who is that? Hold
What
on.
are you
Who?
talking to?
It's
my
Ellery's
dad.
dad.
Hold on.
Your
dad.
Mr.
Hello.
Porterfield. Bye.
Mr.
Say
Swan.
Dad, you're on speaker.
Hi.
Hey, how's it
Mr.
going?
Porterfield.
We're recording an audio podcast right now.
For the Blu-ray.
Where are you?
I'm in Los Angeles.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah. I love you. I'll call you later.
All right, talk to you later, sweetie.
Okay,
Okay, bye.
this is
What a cool
amazing because
dad.
this
Yeah.
shot
He's
that
cool.
was shot, I believe, 4 years ago. Jimmy,
Yeah.
you shot that in the very
What?
first season, right? Or no?
No,
Lie.
we had to go into our apartment
Dude,
and
you're
literally
supposed to fake it.
move like 150-pound bookcase out of the way and like move my entire table so we could reset my apartment back to season 1.
Because that was the season 1 dorm, right?
Yeah, it
We
was
used
our
your
apartment.
apartments.
Yeah.
That was where the party was.
I was really
right?
upset because
Oh.
it took me like 4 hours to put everything back.
Oh, dude, screw that.
For that quick shot.
Just
Yeah.
establishing, yeah.
So now we built the set much better.
Which is cool, and the sets were built in a different place
Yeah.
this year, which was
Yeah.
cool because it was the exact same thing but in a different place.
And
So
it
was
wasn't
even-
invading on your personal
It
space.
was even
Yeah,
more
and,
cool and more
oh, thank
weird
God.
than season 2 walking into a soundstage with a built-up
Fruit
school.
Tune Farms.
Here we are.
So wait, actually, the first time I saw this, I couldn't tell if this is in the game or in the real
Dude,
world.
what chickens
what-
and
what
wild
chicken
chickens
do
do
you-
look
what do
like
you
that?
think, Brennan?
What do you
What do you
think?
think? What do you think? Do you
tell us
think it
about
is
that.
or it's not?
So pretty.
Let's hear your
Oh my
take.
god.
Okay. But then is
Hey,
she,
Maddie,
so
what's
she's
up?
playing the game.
She's playing the game.
Yes.
Yeah, she's stopping someone from griefing,
Yes.
which is
Yeah.
a video game term for like messing up your
Okay,
crops.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh really?
Synonymous with
Yeah,
revenuers.
griefing means like
Yeah.
you go and like
Like
you
the tax
grief
man.
someone. Like
Yeah,
if they
like
had
the
like a
tax
farm,
man.
you'd go and
Yeah.
like
So
chop it up
like
or
in the
whatever.
video game world, no trespassing signs would actually say no griefing.
Yeah, no griefing.
I like that.
right
no
now.
tears
Yeah.
allowed.
No tears allowed.
No
There's
tears
crying.
in
No crying
gaming.
in social
By the way,
media.
let's just look at how amazing your outfit is here.
Oh yeah.
it's so
cool.
cool.
Very
Lane.
presidential.
Lane.
Yes.
Lane's asked us all to tweet our favorite costumes from the show. So if you guys see
Oh,
it, you
yeah.
take a screenshot and tweet it to Lane McGovern.
My mind instantly goes to whatever cat shirt Clutch is wearing.
Or wolf.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
wow.
Cats.
Yeah.
He has some good stuff.
I was a huge fan of your Pliskin last year.
Yeah.
When she let you go Pliskin.
She
That
let
was
me
a
go
fun
Pliskin.
night. That was a
Full
good
snake
evening.
Pliskin.
Yeah.
that really came
I
together
missed
last
that.
minute too.
You don't even.
I have a
Don't
great
know
picture.
Pliskin.
I have a great picture of Nicole who's assisting
Why
Lane
not?
this year.
That's
and
one of my
she's
favorite
holding
jokes.
all the cat paraphernalia.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
there's
Really?
the sweaters, the t-shirts, the tank tops.
Yeah.
I think there's one shoe that has a cat on it, and they were dispersed throughout the cast. So that
It's
everyone
the
had some
attention to
cat thing.
detail.
It is the
you
attention to
know that
detail.
shoe, that cat shoe, is probably
Never,
never gonna get
yeah.
seen on
Yeah.
camera.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's
Brian.
detail.
Wayne,
Brian,
our boy Wayne.
Yeah, our boy Wayne.
Yeah.
Killing
Love you,
it.
Wayne.
But I want to know, Brian, how many times did you guys rehearse this one take before you shot it? Because you only had one chance, right?
Oh, to do this?
and how many shirts
once.
did she
I think
have?
we did it once.
Yeah,
and then originally I was actually supposed to be juggling muffins, but every time I juggled them, they would break apart in midair. and
I
just
heard
be
you're really good at
shrapnel.
juggling.
No, I'm terrible, but my buddy taught me the night before. I can do 2 without looking, but they wanted the 3.
Gotcha.
And I learned the night before, and then we did it in rehearsal, and I just destroyed all the muffins. They went, well, we don't have any more muffins, so play with this one orange. And I went, okay,
That's
sorry.
great.
I think-
yeah, the
I think
pouring
that's a
on her
good
is
thing.
perfect. Like
Yeah.
you hit it exactly. Yeah, it's great.
Juggling muffins would have been a
I
totally
know!
different scene. Yeah, now I'm like, really? They
I mean, we
wanted
could
you to
have
do
a whole
that?
new episode title if that would have happened.
Juggling muffins.
Juggling muffins. That's what I would go with.
I like how we
Right?
don't.
I mean, I can't be crazy. No?
Yeah.
I guess I am.
Can we say Clint
You're with
said-
me?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Let's give
it's
it
the
up for
title of
Clint.
your first edition autobiography.
Schwitzing the whole time.
Yes.
Clint is fantastic.
It's a good thing that you're here, Brian, because now I can say to your face
Uh-oh.
how good you are at playing such an asshole. I feel like
Right?
you and Nathan had discussed this last
did,
podcast.
yeah.
You guys are
And-
amazing.
and you guys play smug so well. Like I don't want anything other than to see you burn.
I've gotten some tweets today. The episode came out today.
Yeah.
and I've gotten a lot of
Hate mail?
Some hate mail?
Yes.
And I've also got a lot of people that posted pictures with their Napalm Energy drink cards. in the
Yeah,
background,
because they chose to be
saying,
Napalm
I'm
students.
so
Backing
excited
you
to be
up?
part of the corporation.
And you're like, how
and,
that's
like
cool.
literally, I was like, you better not fail me or I'll fire you. And they're like, we love you, sir. And I'm like,
Yes, that's
so we
great.
do have some fans.
It's a testament to your
That's
acting
amazing.
abilities
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you're not an asshole.
No, that's
No,
the thing.
you're like the
Yeah,
nicest
you're
Or
person I
smug.
know.
Exactly, the
Well,
nicest
maybe just
guy.
a little.
I think you have the most exotic
But
eyebrows in
a-
the entire cast, though. Because
Just
you
the
have this
one.
amazing raise. Yeah, it's incredible.
Right?
facial
We're still
acrobatics.
waiting for that side by side with The Rock.
I told you.
Oh,
I asked for
The
it.
Rock.
I asked for it. Last
Yeah.
time we had him and Nathan on.
My sister sent me
I
one
want a
of me and
side by
Teal from
side of Brian
Stargate
and
SG-1.
Dwayne the Rock
Yeah.
Johnson.
Eyebrow.
I think there should be an eyebrow off. If you've, I mean, I'm not calling him out because there's no one who has an eyebrow like the Rock. But if there's a
Sure.
challenger, it's this
When's
guy.
the last time he's busted the
Let's see if-
eyebrow? I feel like he
Kidding
has
me, dude. He was on SmackDown last week. He was back 15th. I see you, Rock. If you hear this, I
Rock
see you, buddy.
just
He's not
making
gonna,
that paper.
He's not gonna, but God, Lord willing, if he does.
Yeah, Rock, if you ever happen to watch this obscure behind the scenes of this show meant for
Please,
13 to
Dwayne.
17-year-olds, like, we love you.
Hey, The Rock and Harley are tight.
Ben
Yeah,
Geely.
yeah.
Ben Geely from 5 Second Films.
Ben
here.
Geely.
Yeah, he
Give
steals
him
the
a round of
scene.
applause.
This is-
Round of
Yep.
applause.
Also
Round of
from
applause.
To the Future,
This
our
is
other
actually one of my
podcast,
favorite
which is
monologues in the
fantastic.
This is
series.
amazing.
Yeah. Also, his
It's such a
hair is
well-written scene.
fantastic.
Yeah, he also just riffs, too.
Oh yeah,
This is so good.
Ben's the man.
It's great.
See-
I've seen this in 2 screenings now,
That-
and that always gets huge laughs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a little bit of the outtakes today. I believe he told a whole life story of him and his bride and how they
Yeah,
met
yeah.
during
Oh, yeah.
his
In character?
horrific- Yeah, definitely.
Oh man.
Well, I feel like Brian, you and Ben feel like you were both born in the wrong
Time period.
time period.
But yes, that is
You guys
completely
could have been
normal.
sharing a mead over over like a full pig on a slab,
Tomorrow morning.
rowing to your next battle.
Yeah,
Tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m., I'm putting on a full suit of armor, and I will be launching myself off of trampolines with
There we
a
go.
halberd poleaxe
That's what I'm talking about.
for 12 hours. And literally, they're like, "You're gonna get
That's
hurt."
a long
I was like,
launch.
"I know," and I'm like, but I was born to do this.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
you know,
you
I
are
have
born.
to do it. So yeah, this is
pretty awesome.
unusual
I
for
thought
me to do
this was
something
a
like
nice
this.
moment.
This is a
normal
nice
for me.
moment.
To get back to the episode. you
What
know,
episode?
What are we talking about?
Let's talk about halberds.
Yeah.
We're talking about halberds and
What are you
things.
doing, Brendan?
It's a throwback
trying to do my job, okay?
Jimmy's original
Jimmy, you
commentary.
are
What a
hands
pro.
down such a good. Like
That's well
I've
campus.
complimented like Key and basically the 4 main characters because
Right.
you are the emotional thrust and how difficult it is to like you're shooting over the course of like 2 months to like
Oh, yeah.
pick up and be like, oh, I'm in this like
Yeah.
set now.
Where am
you know,
I
and
in
like
my-
where
yeah,
am I in my
yeah,
journey?
arc.
And you guys just keep it so good.
Ellary, we got to give you
So
a
I
shout out
remember-
here because this scene is.
Oh yeah,
You
I'm
go
actually
downstairs.
walking
Hilarious.
upstairs while
She's
I'm pretending
walking-
to walk
No.
down.
upstairs
Yeah,
while
those are
walking
stairs going
downstairs.
up.
Joey, you know.
Oh, that's like one of those
you were
like
editing.
walking.
Explain how
Yeah,
this
but I've always
works.
been really good at that. You want to see?
This
That's
was
like-
acting.
Ooh,
This was how you
nice.
act.
Those
This is
Yeah,
acting.
act for us. Act
Everyone
for
does
us.
the thing
That
where you
stairway.
pretend to walk down
Yeah.
some
It
stairs
did not
behind a
go
couch.
down.
It's like that. There it is.
There it is, eh?
Wait, Ellary, where'd you go?
Escalator.
It's
Yeah.
like it's
See,
a
that's
combination of
Oh,
John
there you are.
Salmon's lighting to like
Wait,
make
yeah.
it, you know, feel like a basement, like
Give me
there's
the
a
next
source
Austin
coming from
Powers
down
one.
below. It's
Why is there
a
an
lot of
escalator
camera tricks?
and
Yeah.
a
It's
staircase
not easy to
right?
do.
No,
Right,
no,
it's
it's
just-
right.
I just want- maybe it broke down or it started working again.
That's right. It worked again on the way up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that Mitch Hedberg quote, like
Yeah.
when escalators
They're
break.
broken. They're
It's
just
upstairs.
temporary
Sorry for the
stairs,
convenience.
yeah.
Sorry for the convenience.
You know,
Heard
thank you,
it.
Joey. I appreciate the compliment.
Oh yeah, dude.
No, it's true.
You-
I
you
attribute-
It's true, though.
absolutely-
It's true,
yeah.
though.
I attribute a lot to Matt and Frey
Wait,
being
this
able
little
to be
girl.
like,
Wait.
Oh, yeah,
I heard
that
there's
girl.
an extra part of like what like she jumps into a hole in the wall after this.
She's
little
like
girl?
Newt in Aliens. Yeah, she has like her own like little burrowed
That's
out.
how it was written in the
Actually,
script.
when we
Yeah,
were
in
shooting,
the script
when we were
sheet,
shooting
yeah.
that scene, in the script originally, she's supposed to look really scared and angry after she gives the flower, and Matt said, you know, just give her a look of like anger, you know, and she looked up and just kind of broke into this like mischievous, all-knowing smile
Yeah.
smirk, and Freddie was like, oh, yeah, that's perfect.
That's perfect. Yeah, it's great. If you watch the behind the scenes, she like goes and like is like playing with Freddy's face and stuff. It's super cute.
Matt always points out how you set the flower down, just like you're not even going to acknowledge that this is just
Yeah.
like this
Small
child.
child.
There was a
Like,
trope
yeah.
that the screenwriters just put in. And
Yeah, and you literally put the trope away.
You put the trope away. I'm not going to deal with
I
that.
honestly, like-
I put it to flower bed.
This is my favorite part.
The montage,
this
the
is the
music
first-
is amazing.
my
This is the
favorite-
first of many
favorite part of
montages
this
this year,
episode.
which credit to
Yeah.
the edit team and obviously
Yep.
the whole show. But you
writing
guys
team,
brought
too.
the pain this
Also,
year.
the
They're
music.
fantastic.
The music
Great.
is fantastic.
Yep.
Igor
Yeah,
did
Igor
great.
Dabrowski.
So be
Igor,
prepared.
yeah.
This is episode 1. Get ready. This is just the beginning. This stuff is legit.
I mean, come episode 2, which we'll get to.
By the way, Matt
Yeah.
Arnold's gonna have his cameo.
Matt,
Director Matt.
bringing the heat.
Matt literally was like, I
Is
need to
that
get
real
dirty.
dirt
Yeah.
and
He
mud?
slapped his hands in the mud and just went. That's why you see lines down his face, because he
It's
just
real.
wiped his hands down his face and was like, all right, I'm ready. And all of us diva actors like me and Johanna and we're just like, Can we get some stage makeup to make us dirty?
Oh
Where's
man.
the?
They actually have that. They have clean dirt.
You know, there's
Yeah,
such thing as a
that's-
mud mask.
yeah.
Yeah, it's true. There is. That's
saying.
Joe Fiddler there, who's done stunts
Joe.
for. He was the barbarian in
Dude,
season
Joe's
2.
a beast.
Yeah.
Joe's a beast. Andy Newman
And
was
Andy
playing a little bit of-
Newman, yeah, our
second
second.
AD.
Dude, Andy's legit. We're
Yeah,
gonna bring
I love
him in.
Andy.
We're
I
gonna
love
do.
Andy.
We're
Oh,
doing.
sweet.
Oh, that's a great idea.
We're doing episode 5. We're doing
those are the people
all our
that know
favorite, or not our
everything.
favorite, but the ones that have been there since day one.
Since
Those
day
are
one,
four
yeah,
of
yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Andy, Wayne,
Is it
Matt, and Darnell.
Darnell,
yeah,
We're gonna have them
Darnell.
all do
What
one.
about Justin?
Awesome.
He had a cameo.
Yeah,
Justin, he's
Justin
the ref
brought the
in
heat.
episode
Oh, man.
6.
Six.
Justin's
Yes.
great.
Yeah.
Because the other guy couldn't make it.
Look at you guys cuddling.
I know, we're cuddling.
Wow.
It was
Is it
actually...
Bear
This is a
Rug.
touching moment.
Yeah.
It's really
Bear Rug.
nice.
Like
The
as much
final
as
match.
I,
It's
Vassar.
episode
Shout out Phil Vassar.
Maybe
Bear
not.
Rug.
2, 3.
This is not a dangerous cliff at all. He's about 3 feet away from the ground right
was like,
now.
wait.
Actually, I think his feet are on the ground in this shot. Oh, this is a really awkward cut here because there's this giant, really scary ledge, and like
Yeah,
we
that was
had-
a dangerous area,
We had
right?
a bunch of like boots that were not very good. We were like, God, can't like.
just an impossible troll shot. Like, oh my
Yeah.
god, play fight.
Yeah,
play fight
this
VFX.
it looks
Our
so
visual
good.
effects from play fight this
Oh my
year.
gosh.
I have nothing
Wendell,
but respect
Brennan,
for
you
those guys.
Say,
bring it.
Brennan, that you are like one of my favorite characters.
Oh, by
Thank
far.
you.
I
Yeah.
freaking love you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he's.
And I don't get a chance to realize it when we're acting because I'm just so, like
You're
in
in
the
the zone.
moment. And
Yeah.
then when I get to watch, I'm
Yeah.
just like, oh God, thank God Brennan's on screen again. I was beginning to get bored. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
true.
But
That's fair. That's fair.
Brennan, I have to say, I
So-
often quote your lines a lot.
Oh,
Oh,
you have
really?
a very quotable voice where you're such a character.
Yep.
that-
It's the inflections and
This
what.
Okay,
Yeah.
very zen. Yay.
in fact, actually, I think it was after we shot this scene. I was driving home. Because CSUN is like, 90 minutes or something
Yeah,
from
it's
Los
far.
Angeles. And I was driving home and traffic was bothering me. And I made a very distinctly Wendell sound when someone cut me off. Yes! And I was just like, ah! I was like, kind of looked around like if anyone else was in the car. Like, oh, wow.
Yeah, I feel like my
just
noises
so
are
contagious.
easily.
Yeah. It's just a disgust when
It's
she mentions
beautiful.
she's been with the social gamers. It's just,
Send us your favorite impressions of Wendell.
Ooh, yeah.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a good
Same
idea.
impression of Wendell.
Quotes.
And we'll give you a lot of free things.
By the way, I think this is the best
Like
scene
love and
in the
appreciation.
entire
Can't
first
we?
episode.
People like
Is
that.
the
Yeah.
entire.
free
Dude,
things.
this
It's so
joke,
funny.
This joke's
Like
hilarious.
you three are just fantastic.
yeah.
Yeah, it was Will Campos, the voice of Shotbot is literally yelling at
Which,
things at her off
there's-
camera.
Yeah.
If you want to talk
Can we
about
talk
right
about
place,
Clint?
right time, that you can't explain how just lucky this show is.
Yeah.
Just serendipitous. Will Campos's voice, Clint Jones' mannerisms
Yeah.
is
It's
a
like
match
alchemy.
made in heaven.
Yeah.
It is.
It is
You could
amazing.
not have anyone else make
No.
Shotbot.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Johanna too. Props to her here. Her reactions in this entire scene are amazing.
So good.
That's
When she's like,
hilarious.
"Did Jenny just say that?" She's
World
like,
of Warcraft.
Yeah.
And the great thing is, she
Amazing.
was not acting there. I believe she was absolutely terrified that she had said all that.
Yeah.
Which,
Oh yeah.
which this season, sorry, I was just digging in my phone, but I had to make sure I had the right name. We had to get a shout out to our boy Scott Morton. He made the artwork that became Wendell's T-shirt.
Oh,
for the
that's
ad
right,
campaign.
Scott. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Everything
definitely.
he does is
Yeah.
amazing.
He does
Yeah.
great
Yeah,
stuff.
he made Wendellama. He made
so good.
Yeah.
our promotional.
Yeah, yeah,
it
there's a
was
bunch of other stuff he's
so
done.
good.
And it was really cool that, like, I mean, again, we talk about her again. Lane was cool enough and like
So,
recognized
yeah,
that was
bring it
sweet
in.
stuff, to bring it in and make that part of the show.
Look at Kate there.
Kate
Hold it down.
I love
Farrington. Our
Kate.
company
Oh, yeah.
doesn't exist without her. Just
Yeah,
so you know.
she's office
Yeah.
manager here.
She
Rocket
runs
Jones.
She does
everything.
so much.
She's also the sister to
does
Nate, who was that
everything.
LA Philharmonic bassist.
Yes.
And she's a fantastic,
On the
fantastic
Mad
actress.
Money, yeah.
And just
Oh,
in
she's
general,
great.
Tactic.
all
She's
around
also got a
nice
beautiful
person.
voice too.
Just a nice,
Delightful.
Just a delightful person.
Garlic nuts.
Garlic
Sebastian.
nuts.
Sebastian.
Oh,
So understanding.
Jake. Sebastian is amazing this
Because that's
year.
the first
Kill
time you see
yourselves.
him, and then every time past
No,
that,
no,
people
no,
always
you
laugh.
see him in second
no,
season.
but that's the first time
Oh.
in the whole season.
Yeah,
people
like-
always laugh at it. It's amazing.
Yeah.
No, no, bro.
This shot.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Here we go.
Don't do
Don't
it.
even.
At what point is this being broadcast?
oh God.
Kills.
So funny.
By the way,
timing
someone
was
just texted this to me.
Holy Moses.
What happened?
That is a picture of Ellary Porterfield on a
Whoa,
gigantic
on a bus.
bus.
On a bus.
Whoa.
Hey,
That's a
you're on
double-decker.
double-decker.
Oh my God.
It's a big red.
cool.
It's a big red
It's a
bus.
big red bus.
How long do I hold it for?
Yeah, I think it's
I
good.
mean, I could go
Here,
zoom.
Set it
take a
into
look.
the
That's
mic.
not me on the bus. That's a picture of me on
It's
the
a
bus.
picture of you on the bus.
That's
Not like
Let's just get it straight.
That's
yeah,
pretty
the
cool.
boss like,
This is
help me."
amazing.
That's pretty cool.
So that doesn't look like.
look
that's
great
right
here.
here.
This
That looks
face,
like
okay,
his
here it
face.
is. Here it is,
Oh,
right
by the
there.
way, can I just say,
What is going
like,
through your
we
mind?
had two shirts, so it was like, one or two takes, and actually one of the shirts had, I think we had one take to do that.
Oh, yeah.
And all
One
I
take
remember is Matt, maybe because he was being a control freak at the time, and was like, sorry, we have one take to do this. I got to do it, but I just have this very perfect vision of him standing next to the camera with a slice of pizza with marinara sauce loaded on top, just looking at me like, yeah. And I was like, you wrote this. Like, you are so happy right now, aren't you? Just wait for it.
3 years in the making.
Yeah.
Finally get to feed
Because you got
pizza.
plastered. They
No,
did.
it was really fun.
It was awesome.
Look at them vines.
Play
Tangle
fight,
them up.
play fight, bring in the heat again.
This
That is
scene
so
really came
cool.
together.
Oh, by the way, this shot here is amazing when it's disintegrating.
Yeah.
Right?
They-
this. Oh my god.
That is such an incredibly hard shot to
that,
do.
yeah. And there's two people standing there squatting.
Yeah.
It's Joe and the,
So how did they do it?
they just had to paint it out. Every single frame you paint it out.
Yeah, to paint it out.
Every single frame?
Yes.
And that's 48, right?
Yeah.
Holy moly.
It's an incredibly difficult,
Yeah.
complex shot.
Let's give it up for Play Fight for doing
Play Fight.
all the hard
Oh,
VFX
yeah.
this
Oh,
season.
yeah.
I love the little sound effect when he picks it up too.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Sound on the
So
show.
if you guys have played
Great.
MMOs before, this is a very real thing. Like high-end level loot that you pick
Yeah.
up is bind on pickup usually because only one person is supposed to allow to have it forever.
That's right.
So if you pick it up and you're not supposed to, you can get in big trouble.
Dude, dude, I could
Been
so
there.
relate. I would have blown. I would have died. I would have picked that thing up
Yeah.
so quick. Are you kidding me?
You guys look great. I mean,
I can't believe it. The audio's so clean with how windy it is. If you just look at Brian's
Yeah.
hair, it's like it's
Oh,
windy out there.
Yeah.
Your hair's on
This
lock,
was where
though.
was this where we had snow day the first year? Or was this
Uh-huh.
a different
El
location?
Cajon.
El Cajon,
El Cajon,
again?
yeah.
That's a sweet area.
It's pretty up there.
yeah. And
My face. And I love it's still on his monitor too. Look, I'm sweaty because this is like our third take, so I'm a little shiny. You can tell.
Yeah, you guys were all fired
dude, you were
up.
getting after
Yeah,
it.
we were getting fired up.
Ooh.
All right, beefcake bear hug.
Be more needy, Ted.
Oh,
Here we
no.
go.
Be more. Oh,
dude.
God! Crack that nose. Thank
Right
you
on the
to
counter.
Eric Linden
You're
for
so
teaching me how
flexible.
Yes.
to let
Which
me
is
hit
a
it.
credit because they take things that you wouldn't think is that important
But
or
very
needs
yeah.
that amount of work, and it's just as serious as the biggest action set pieces that you have to deal with because
Yeah.
everything has to look believable.
Yeah. Although I bleed a lot out of my nose.
Yeah.
You do.
When
You're
you
a
hit,
leader.
when you hit that
Dude.
counter,
I love
everything
all,
stops.
Yeah, that's when it becomes real.
The
well,
camera-
actually, and also when the camera just
the
picks
camera
up
changes,
the bloody
yeah.
hand.
Oh, when he's
Yeah.
waving him off
Yeah,
and you
there's
see
like
the
Oh my
blood.
gosh.
Yeah,
of-
that's
of
Which we are
violence.
recording this
That's a
now
good
after
reveal.
a couple hours after releasing the first episode, so
Yeah.
that scene is getting a lot of people are commenting a lot.
Ben
There's a
Waller
lot
just
of-
getting dunked on though. In the meantime,
Dude, he would.
with Jamie
Based on a
Lucas.
true story.
Waller, that's
story.
embarrassing, buddy.
Yeah.
So I
McCheese.
I did that all myself. That was all.
Yeah,
That was all
Yeah,
me.
that's
thanks,
amazing.
Brian.
I never knew you had
Yeah.
such balling skills.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian put on some British Knights for that.
Good times. I did have to get a trash can.
So
to
this
reach the
this is a real
ring.
game.
Yeah.
Parap. Okay, if you
Is it?
Parap, do we have to
Parappa
explain
the Rappa?
Okay, I mean we may have to explain it.
Parappa
but
the Rappa was
that was a real thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a PlayStation game. It was like one of
Yeah.
the first rhythm games.
Yeah.
Like this animated guy would rap with like his backwards cap, and you'd have to like hit buttons on time, like Guitar Hero.
That was original PlayStation, right?
Yeah.
Is that what that was? Yeah. Okay.
I like them sing too.
I think maybe this is one of the games that Brian had used to make his rap album in high school. He just used the PlayStation game, so he
Oh,
took
really?
all the beats.
Brian
that he
Frenzy
could.
you're talking
yeah,
about.
Brian
Yeah,
Frenzy,
yeah.
the law. He anyway.
that's amazing.
Yeah,
I've
There
got
are
he
so
made
many
a rap
Bryans
album.
on this show.
There
Yeah.
are a lot of
So many.
Brians. Brian Forrest, Brian
No,
Frenzy,
I apologize.
Brian Doheny.
I've gotten so many questions about
lot of
like,
Matts.
is she actually singing?
Oh, she's-
yes,
this is
actually.
her.
This
My
is
grandmother
her.
asked
She
the
came
same
and
thing.
recorded it in this very room.
She's really good.
The shot too is amazing.
Joanna was actually telling me that she was training to be an opera singer, and then she was like, "No, I'll give acting a try. And if it
Yeah.
doesn't work, I
Oh
can
my
always be an
goodness.
opera singer."
That's what
like,
talent's called.
I love the attitude that she brings
Oh,
to
yeah.
this.
Yeah, and the
does.
costume and the
Yeah.
shot, and like
Yeah.
John Salmon shot this amazingly well. By the way, the
Another
red in your
montage.
hair and the
More
red on
pizza.
Brian's
Pepperoni's
carpet.
coming out.
What?
Those look like
The
Hormels.
color red.
It's a theme.
It's very important.
Pepperoni.
It's just incidental.
Oh,
yeah.
Look, red
No,
car.
red car.
Ted just drifting
Look
his
at
ass
this.
off.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Look
care
at my haircut,
anymore.
by the way.
The
We shot
color
this like 3
increases
months
your
after
appetite.
the show was done.
Yeah.
You're so moody.
Still
am
left the
very
tire
moody.
marks in the
Oh, yeah.
parking lot out front.
Yeah.
Is that out front here?
Dude, this is
Blood.
so
Oh, is that really?
Where
No,
you
way.
at?
No,
Did
that's
you
not-
just
Montage
shoot
of the
that?
color
yeah,
red.
yeah, we shot that like a month ago.
No way.
Yeah.
I honestly had no idea.
Well,
I
Hey, way
think
to go,
Freddie,
guys. That's
Freddie
good.
had tried
Nice
to do
job.
donuts in an earlier
Oh,
pickup,
yeah, and then
but
he-
he was just
No
turning
way.
very wide.
Do we have footage? Do we still have his horrible
I'm sure
donut
we do.
footage? Can we
have to
embarrass
show,
him
yeah,
and
we
show
have to show
that?
Freddie's
Oh, my
drifting.
goodness. Side by side.
Because we had
Yeah.
to bring in like another guy
Freddie
to actually
loves
do the
in one of the
donuts.
behind the scenes videos. Freddie's like, yeah, they're talking about the racing. Was like, yeah, Jimmy definitely can't drive normally. We're talking about driving, man. We just want to show that
What?
footage of Freddie not
Yeah.
being able to
Okay.
do
And then
donuts.
maybe
We
show
gotta
footage
find
of
that.
him getting Honda Odyssey.
Oh, yeah.
minivan.
Yeah.
Which I'm not gonna. Minivans are tight.
Hey.
I'm not.
Hey,
I
that
love
thing's like
it.
a
I
space
respect
station.
It.
It is a
Amazing.
space
It's
station.
awesome.
Yeah, it is
It's a
awesome.
hotel room with wheels. That's what I always say.
Yeah.
You got
See,
everything.
From the future.
I hate
With a
to do it,
vacuum.
but I sort of really love just, like, out of all things, just calling out Freddie because he's amazing at, like, so many things.
Yeah, you take
You
him
do
when you
something
can.
like
was
this
so
that you can exploit
you
and be
could,
like,
like-
dude, you messed up.
Yeah.
It's, like, so silly. Like,
I grew up with the guy.
Yeah.
I've learned that, some people just have this problem where they never like to admit they're wrong.
Yeah.
With Freddie, it isn't a problem. It's just a fact of life that he is never
No, he-
actually wrong.
Yeah.
So it's almost impossible to win an argument against him.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Jacques, hungry
Hungry
as
Jacques
hell.
Latour.
Hungry hippo.
I think this is
Jacques
one of the
over
last
here.
takes they did. They said they're like, Jacques, why don't you start picking up food? And it is perfect because it described like
We've all
in the
been
little-
there.
Yeah,
great.
we've all
You're
been
leaving?
there.
Oh, well, I mean,
Yeah.
these are.
It's
I mean,
free.
I don't want them to go to waste.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
No,
It's just an
which is
added thing
what
to
would
paint.
happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Do you guys not do that though?
I do.
No,
I do.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's a great character
everyone
moment.
Like, I bring real big pockets.
I love how he
That's how I
waves
survive.
he waves
Every
the
time I
The
go.
Debbie cake.
It's a Debbie cake.
My hostess says goodbye and
Yeah.
flicks it in her
And the little
face.
French music with the accordion is great too.
That's our
Kiwis,
rule chart, which our fans
strawberry jammies.
love picking out the rule chart there.
They like
yeah,
the rule
it's
chart?
awesome.
Oh,
yeah, we got it downstairs.
Our
now.
art department second
Yeah.
second season
Yeah.
because there's some
Those-
Fight Club rules in there.
Yeah.
Strawberry
That's right.
jammies were from second season too.
Really?
Yeah.
They're
There we
super
go.
cute.
You got to hold over.
Lane's the best.
Wendell.
By the way,
is
our
out.
Kickstarter backers are
Yep.
on all those screens that scroll by.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it's Indiegogo this time.
Oh, Indiegogo. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Yeah. Our fundraiser supporters.
But
And there's so
Our,
many.
our show. Our
Was it
show.
annoying having to
Yeah.
have your hair be wet this whole time?
My hair dries really, really fast.
It's pretty
Yeah,
wet
didn't
there.
that-
So they had to
you
keep
know,
spraying it.
when compared to like being
Pecky.
doused in pizza sauce, like marinara sauce, having
Yeah.
like a little spritzer spraying you
Really
like a
Titanic.
cat that's being trained was not a big
Right.
deal.
You were like a cat.
I think it's scenes like that it just makes you throw your hands up and accept that this is the type of show it will just
Yeah.
force you
Yeah.
to watch.
Put your
It's
kid
like,
pants on.
Yeah.
Like, grow up.
Now we're gonna
grow up, and stop caring so
You're
much.
gonna grow up
and
exactly.
enjoy the
Fiddle.
cheese.
Yeah.
Grow up and act like a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Jacques
Have fun.
Latour would like
Yeah.
you to grow up and enjoy
Yeah,
the cheese.
Exactly.
Rocky.
Rocky. Hey,
Look
what's
at
up,
his
Rocky?
hair.
Look
Look
at
at
this.
his-
I know,
Rocky.
right? The hair.
He cut his
Hair.
hair off.
Rocky's buff too, man.
Drift
Yes.
King, which I want to point out, Drift King is no joke. Dude is legit in Mario Kart, real
yeah.
life.
Yeah.
AKA
Incredibly good.
Rocky can race.
Yep.
Dude is good. Still haven't beaten him yet, which
Yeah.
drives me crazy. Drives me nuts.
Unfortunately, he doesn't play
Yeah.
DK. I play
no,
DK.
He's good. No,
Yeah.
I gotta give it to him. He's good. Dude's legit. You gotta, you
Yeah.
gotta give him the
I don't-
credit.
I don't get- I don't get it.
Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong.
By the way,
He
I
doesn't
love,
play
how,
the
I love how
DK.
Josh just
Yeah.
walks into his
Thank
room
you.
here.
Like he accepts
Donkey
the
Kong, I
fact
got
that
it.
the
I
door
got it.
opens.
Drift King, Donkey Kong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we
got
got a
you.
lot of Joshes on this show too.
That was all CG. He didn't
That's-
actually throw it.
Wait, seriously?
It was
Yeah.
stuck in his
Yeah.
hand, and he went like this to
Yeah.
drop it down
Yeah.
because him tossing it would be too logistically hard.
I thought
And
he
the
had really
Drift
good
team has
hand-eye
always
coordination.
seemed like they've lived on the fringes.
Yeah.
Yet this is the first time we've realized that these guys are
They mean
Yeah.
business.
a-holes.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
make
want to
people
say
pee.
a-holes, but you will do whatever
Oh
Yeah.
is
my
necessary.
Episode
God.
two, the cart kids were
Episode
bad
2,
guys.
you'll really see
Yeah.
that the Drift team is kind of
Yeah.
nasty.
I mean, they stick together. You saw how they move in packs, like
Yeah.
out of the the opening scene when Ted walks behind him. Mm-hmm. Like they look out for each other. That's something that I admire. You know,
And
They're-
Josh there just urinating on command every take.
Yeah,
was
that was
difficult, wasn't it?
amazing.
It was
I can't believe he
so
did
much
that.
control.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, and he like didn't eat
Incredible.
asparagus
He's
the day before, so
brilliant.
he was really courteous to the
He's really
staff.
nice
and pro.
Yeah, just to
Pro.
make sure it wasn't
Pro move.
smelly. Yeah,
We actually had an Adam Sandler cameo at that scene that we had to cut when he comes in and sees that he wets his pants.
And throws him on himself.
And then then he starts splashing them on himself. He's like, "Here,
and goes, "Do it."
yeah,
I got you.
Yeah.
That can't be true.
Ooh!
I just love this scene. I, think
I
it's
love this
really
scene
cute.
too, because Josh is like,
So real.
you can tell it's real
Yeah,
for him.
It's very real. It's real for both of them.
This bunk bed is downstairs in the warehouse. It has been
my
used,
God.
mind you,
By Matt and Freddie.
Matt and Freddie, the people who make this show. They have
Yeah, that's
actually
beautiful.
used this dorm bed to sleep on. While
And that's
making
it.
this show,
I
that's a
live-
real thing. I just wanted to point that out. That's
Yeah.
a real
Dedication.
story. I wanted everyone to know. That's cool.
I live with
That's
Freddie.
cool.
I haven't seen him in the past 4 weeks. Wow. I've seen him like twice.
Yeah, we recorded another one earlier with Matt, and
Yeah.
the way he described it as is now I can go fix my life. And we were like, how does it feel now that we've released episode 1? He goes, well, now I have a chance to go fix my life.
Yeah, to my
today.
fiance that
He's
I
like, there are
engaged
so many
to.
My
things.
namesake.
He's
Yeah,
like, there
my
are
namesake.
bills,
But at least he has
groceries.
something to show
taxes.
for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very true.
All of us are doing. I came upstairs the
Yeah.
other day. And Jamie was doing his taxes. Matt was
shy.
doing his taxes today. I'm doing my taxes next
Yeah,
week.
I'm doing
Dude.
Oh,
2013
that's right.
taxes tomorrow.
Jimmy, this poor guy. Again, Jimmy, bringing the heat again.
Oh, thanks.
Dude, this
This was a really hard thing to do too because we had it on this like jib thing and we were like,
Yeah.
Is it the one that's mounted
like-
to you?
yeah. So I was
Yeah.
sitting on the seat as it was rotating around. Window here is great too. Look at you, Brennan.
I
Wow! I have pictures of you.
that's an easy day. Hey, Brennan, you're
So, yeah,
supposed to
we're
be having
rotating
fun.
with the
Literally,
camera.
that's all I did that day.
a
I think
good
I
shot.
came in for like 6
a good
hours.
shot.
Part
It's
of
a
me
really good
wishes
shot.
it ended with you just puking on the lens.
This was crazy. I remember doing this where you had to like sit and we had to go around you.
It was really hard actually.
Yeah,
we had
it
to do it a
wasn't
few
easy.
times and we were rushed. It was at the end of the day, so I'm glad it came out as passable.
What
I
is
love,
this?
I love this scene.
It's that's
Right?
my favorite. It's
Oh.
so good.
John
What
Salmon.
It
is
looks like some
that?
ecto cooler.
Yeah.
It is radioactive.
It seriously somehow made it neon.
Like drink napalm, but seriously, do not drink napalm.
Yeah, or do. Because
Or
then
like,
actually
you
looks
bring
like
in like
glow
these
sticks.
huge cans.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now,
John Salmon again.
Yes,
what is
seriously.
Chase? Look at
Williamson.
Chase's look.
Yeah, Chase's lip movement
Oh.
is on
Chase
check.
is a
Guys,
maniac.
Chase
can we
is
just
so
take a look at how the frame is being dirtied right now and the lighting?
It's amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
honestly,
So
it does
Honestly.
look really cool. Everything looks really cool.
It's great because
his room,
Brian, you
oh.
and Chase are both like the nicest people in the world.
Oh, there's that eyebrow.
Shane Pizza and Ashley Barnstormer are
That's the first-
brothers?
that's the-
Oh.
Very nice.
Yes.
Matt and Freddie.
There we go.
And Will.
Yeah, me too.
And
And
that's
Brian.
episode
Renzi,
1.
yeah.
Episode
And
1.
Matt and
Thank you
Dez.
guys.
Take a little bathroom
Everyone.
break. We'll be back
Please,
in
I've
episode
been
2.
thinking about
Episode
that
2.
for
Come back. We got more episodes,
minutes.
more commentaries, more chats.
Is this the
It's
type of
bananas.
thing where the
Watching.
credits will quickly
Drink
scroll up like
napalm.
they do on
no.
TV?
No,
Drink
it's just-
No, don't.
Oh,
okay,
we're
we'll
going
be back.
really
Check
fast
us later.
though.
It's like-
See you
Up next.